everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1994 movie Clerks. The movie is written and directed by Kevin Smith and follows a day in the life of two convenience store clerks, Dante and Randall. Dante works like in the convenience store part, and then like on the other side is the video store part, and that's where Randall works. But throughout the movie they interact with each other and talk and everything, and they interact with their customers and stuff like that. This is a really entertaining movie. It doesn't really have a lot of stuff going on in the movie. A lot of it is just them talking or talking to their customers, or Dante talking to his girlfriend or stuff like that. But I just really enjoy this movie. The dialogue is written really well and everything. I love how realistic this movie feels, because it feels like a realistic portrayal of what could happen in an everyday life of people who work at a convenience store and everything. Dante's character is is supposed to go to work that day, but he ends up going in and everything because the guy who was supposed to run the store that day took off for certain reasons and everything. And throughout the whole movie he's complaining about how he wasn't even supposed to have that day off. But this is a really good movie. It's one of the first big independent movies that like kind of started putting independent movies on the map. Same with like movies like Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction and stuff. But the cast is all really good in here. Brian O'Halloran plays Dante, and he's actually one of my favorite characters in this. I think he's really likable and everything. I really liked him a lot. Jeff Anderson plays Randall, and he's good too. And the two of them have really good chemistry together. They work really well together, and I really like them both together quite a bit. Marilyn Gigliotti plays Veronica, who is Dante's one of his love interests. You can tell that she has feelings for him and everything, and they kind of are dating, I think, and everything, and they have this weird conversation where they talk about people they've had sex with or done oral sex with, and Dante gets grossed out because she said that she's given blowjobs to like 37 men or something like that, and it's just absolutely hilarious dialogue in those scenes and everything. But the chemistry between the two of them is really good. And Lisa Spoonauer, I hope I pronounced her name right, plays Caitlin, who is Dante's ex-girlfriend that kind of comes back in the picture towards the third act of the movie. And she and him are starting to get back together, which leads into a big argument between Dante and Veronica and everything. But we find out that Caitlin had sex with this guy that was that like died in the bathroom of the convenience store. The power was out in the bathroom, like they didn't have any lights in there and everything, and she thought that it was Dante, and she ended up having sex with him because he still had an erection and stuff. It's really humorous and kind of disgusting at the same time, but it doesn't really even show anything. It's just them talking about it and everything. So I thought it was really interesting how something can make you feel like it's so gross and everything, but without actually seeing it and everything. I thought that was just really interesting, and I love the dialogue in this movie though. There was just some really great dialogue scenes. One of my favorite scenes, they're talking about which one they think is better out of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, just like something that everyday friends would discuss and everything. I just love how it's written and everything, because it feels so real and everything. This is also the movie where we get introduced to Jay and Silent Bob. Jay's played by Jason Mewes, and he's great. He's hilarious. And Kevin Smith plays Silent Bob, and he's great too. He doesn't really talk very much except for one little bit at the end of it, but this is like the first movie in Kevin Smith's View Askew universe and everything. I love like how he builds this world and everything, and each movie kind of expands on it and everything. But this was just a really good movie. It was Kevin Smith's first big movie and everything. I love how this like started everything And it's just really enjoyable. All the characters are likable. The dialogue is great and everything. And well, there just really isn't a lot that goes on in this movie. I mean, they do talk about going to places and everything. And then when they after they head out to the places, like we do see a little bit of like the hockey game that they play on the roof of the store and everything. But then they go to this funeral, which we don't really see what happens at the funeral, but we hear the aftermath of them talking about it. Apparently Randall had knocked over the casket and everything, and it was like, man, I wish we could have got to see that. But then again, I also like that we don't get to see it. We just kind of have to imagine it and everything. So I think that was pretty cool too. And also this movie has a really good soundtrack too, and everything. But I've really enjoyed Clerks. I think it's a really good independent comedy movie, and it's one that I think a lot of people should see and everything for sure. But I'm going to be reviewing the rest of the View Askew universe movies over the next couple days and everything till Jay and Silent Bob Reboot gets out. So y'all can look forward to those. Let me know in the comments what you think of Clerks. Do you love it? Do you hate it? I know most people love this movie and everything. I don't know very many people that don't like it and everything. I thought it was a lot of fun and everything, and it was even better than I remember, because I haven't seen this one in a long time, but I really enjoyed it even more this time around and everything. And I'd give it an 8 out of 10, because it is a really good movie and everything, and definitely would recommend it to people who are fans of these type of movies and everything. If you're not really into movies that are mostly dialogue and stuff like that, I wouldn't recommend it, because you'll probably get bored with it easily and everything. But I've really enjoyed it and everything. But and I think if you're a film buff, it definitely is one of those that I would definitely recommend. And if you're into 90s movies, this is definitely one that should be checked out. So but yeah, anyway, that's my review for Clerks. Let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and have a good day, everybody.